Here I am, in the place to be. Mr. K and B, you can't fuck with me. Extra sexy, extraordinary. Palms are hairy, your mama pop.
What up, y'all? Happy WrestleMania weekend to the people who like wrestling. Little wrestling, welcome to the Sexy NinjaCast, brought to you by C Plus Studios, also straight powered by CrazyHoodiez.com. Hoodies with a Z by Big Daddy, and all these designs are so sweet. Too sweet. Thank you, and shout out to Big Daddy. Also, go check out his podcast, Big Daddy Forever. It's a great podcast. You're going to learn something. You can also send him questions. And he's here on C Plus Studios, the channel itself. He also has his own YouTube channel, Big Daddy of C Plus Studios. So let's run those numbers up. Shout out to Big Daddy. Everyone's asking me, like, when you guys crossing over? You know, when we're going to get Big Daddy and the Sexy Ninja back into the same vicinity. And soon. You never know. You never know. You never know. Welcome to the Sexy NinjaCast. This is a show about me and my interests, my loves. It's broken down to 3 parts if you're brand new to the show. First part is about me, what I learned from my week, a little bit of motivation to get you going, to get you moving, get you second is the news. And third is either a review or something, or it's an interview with somebody. And this week is no different. I have a great and special guest. If you did not see the name, Jay Villain. It is a fun conversation me and him have. We talk about music and we talk about his career. We talk about him going on tour. So you're going to really love this interview with Jay Villain. And I know you're going to have a good time, because this is why you keep coming back to the Sexy NinjaCast, for a good time. So this week, I pretty much been on a wrestling binge, because it's WrestleMania, you know, it's watching the Raws and watching the SmackDowns and stuff like that. And, you know, it's been really fun just to just dive right on in. And I'm watching this new, doc series, Evil, on Peacock, and it's produced by John Cena. And I just watched the first episode of Hollywood Hulk Hogan, brother, I'll tell you, brother, and how that character, and when it bloomed and the NWO was formed and stuff like that. And this took me back. I remember that pay-per-view Bash at the Beach like it was yesterday. That's why that intro, you know, it's funny. It's like they influenced me so much. And that's why the New World podcast was what it was, because that's what influenced me as a kid. And I was about saying your prayers, eating your vitamins, brother, you know, hulking up, working out every day. Oh, you know, I love that. Then when you became Hollywood Hulk Hogan, it was just like, oh, God, yes. And the NWO was formed, the Two Sweets, you know, it was just fantastic. It was a fantastic era in wrestling. And someone asked me, like, do you feel like that could happen again today? To be honest, no. Because the product is so, like, watered down, you know, and back then it was new, because they were talking about, you were seeing behind the scenes stuff. They would go to the background, you know, the back of the set. You never saw the back of the set. You always saw them with the curtain behind them, and they're doing their promo, brother, you know, blah, 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 Mean Gene. But when the NWO happened, we started seeing change. We started seeing behind the scenes and stuff like that. And ECW was growing, and like all these things were growing, and it was just a special time in wrestling. And do I think it can happen again today? And again, people are probably like, hey, man, All Elite Wrestling. I'm like, okay, All Elite Wrestling, sure. I have my feelings on All Elite. I keep trying. I keep trying to watch the product and, you know, get into the product. But, God, you know, and all these things I hear behind the scenes, you know, it's just one of those things. Like, wrestling is at a weird all-time high of everyone knows. There's no surprise anymore. And that's why I feel like, you know, it can't capture that lightning in the bottle again. Sure, there's going to be some stars that are some moments that will happen, you know, like Becky Lynch becoming the man and that crimson mask and, you know, her, they got knocked by Nia, but that iconic, just her looking back, you know, there's things like that. There's moments. And now, you know, because that NWO ride was very long, very, very long. And it was fun. I remember, like, and that's why I loved watching this documentary. You should check it out if you have Peacock. It's on Peacock. It's called Evil. And the next one I'm about to watch is the one with The Miz, and they break down, and the last one's with Roman Reigns. I'm really excited because I like the setup of the documentary. But back to NWO, I remember you were Wolfpack, the red and black, or you were black and white, original NWO. And I remember we were such geeks back when I was in elementary school, and we would like I was rocking the white NWO shirt. I had a homie that rocked the Wolfpack NWO shirt, you know, and we would be like, "We're going to war, brother. When we get to the recess, you know, we're gonna go to war." And like everyone would wear their black and white NWO shirts, and then they would wear their black and red NWO shirts, and then we'd be in the playground, and we'd bam, 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 bam. And it was so much fun, and you know, that's why when someone asked me like, "Do you think that could happen again?" I'm just like, man, something huge needs to happen. Everyone's like, well, Cody Rhodes. Will Cody Rhodes show up at WrestleMania? I've been having this debate with the homie Penta back and forth about it. And, you know, maybe next week when we come back next Sunday, I'll be like, holy crap, Cody Rhodes is back. But I don't know, man. It's just like, it's so obvious and easy for Seth, because tonight is Saturday for WrestleMania. But you're going to hear this on a Sunday, and we'll all know, and I'll kind of look stupid talking about it now. So we shall see, though. We shall see. That's the thing. And WrestleMania being 2 nights is a little bit much, but you know what? It's WrestleMania. WrestleMania! And maybe something will happen these 2 nights. Something big, a moment, you know, that'll spark the next gen. You know, and it takes that. And, like, Roman Reigns going heel, I would probably say is that modern day version of Hollywood. Not as big, but it was a change that we begged for. We're like, please stop shoving Roman. Then that when he got with Paul and he became the tribal chief, I automatically was like, yes, this is the Roman I wanted. And I am by far now a big Roman Reigns fan. And if you went back and listened to old podcasts about Roman Reigns, I used to shit on him. Because it was so hard not to. And with the heel turn and everything like that, and now I'm like, man, you are on that God level. You know, that's what I think is great about just wrestling in general. It just takes something. It takes something just, you know, a snap, and everything can change. And, you know, and the documentary too, what I really like about Evil is like they're talking about, you know, we all had that little bit of Hollywood Hulk Hogan inside us. And I'm like, you damn right. And I was like, brother, you know, hulking out, brother. So you should go check it out. It's really cool. It's really motivational, especially like I would say it's motivational in the part of you need to find something inside you that makes that just pops. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's something inside all of us, in every single human being, that we just need to flick the light switch on and we can take on life, brother. I know when I get on my brother tangents, I'm like, what are you talking about, brother? Oh, brother. So, that's what I was asked this week. And I like I said, something big would have to happen for that to happen. And it could be an AEW. And, you know, everyone's like, well, they're signing everybody, you know, because I guess Samoa Joe came back at the Super Card of Honor show and whatnot, and now he's all elite or something. And, you know, because Tony Khan now owns Ring of Honor, and, you know, now they can go back and forth between shows. So, but my feelings towards that is like, that's cool, but that roster is way overbloated. So much so, I'm going to leave it on this note. Miro left WWE because he was pretty much on the back burner. They didn't know what to do with him. You know, he was Rusev. They're just like, what's going on? We can't. And like, and he just got pushed back further, and then he left and he came to AEW and he's like, look at me, I'm in AEW, my name is Miro, we're so much better than WWE, and he goes away, and guess what? They don't really have anything to do because they got so much of a bloated roster that I wasn't me and Big Daddy made a joke. We're like, they have to have a third show. They got Dark. Well, they pretty much have a third show. They got Dark, that's on YouTube. They have Dynamite, and they have Rampage. And there's no real structure to that with storytelling. A little bit, because you got the Bryan Danielsons who know the business, John Moxley, of course, and CM Punk, who was all about the young guys are the future. The young guys are the future. This and that. And he's pretty much won every single one of his matches. I know he lost a couple times, but he's won every single one of his matches. He beat MJF at the pay-per-view a while back. Revolution. Was it called Revolution? Yeah. So, to each their own. But enough of that. Let's get on to the news. The news. Bill Skarsgård is Eric Draven in the new Crow reboot we did not ask for. Samoa Joe is all elite. Who cares? Made his debut at Supercard of Honor, Ring of Honor, which is now owned by Tony Khan. Cool. Will Smith, good old Willie from Philly, has resigned from the Academy. What the hell does that even mean? God, people are idiots. All right, y'all. I hope you're enjoying the Sexy Ninja Cast so far. We have a special guest in the building. Introduce yourself, good sir.
I go by Jay Villain. You might have heard me. What's cracking?
Jay Villain's in the house. I'm so glad we got to get this going. All the craziness with our schedules and trying to get it all.
Yeah, I gave him a runaround. That's for sure. I'll admit it.
Welcome to the show. I'm the list of the guests that keep on coming, and the fact that you're on here, and and as I was showing you earlier, I was like, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
And so
Duckling.
Exactly. And I'm just gonna jump right into it. I want the audience to know your origins, like where did Jay Villain start, like a good comic book origin.
Okay, so Jay Villain started well, it actually was JJ. I started out with 614 Villains out of Columbus, Ohio. Southside little group that we put together with Zigzag and DJ B-Dun. B-Dun. I think he's the one that connected us too. So shout outs to B-Dun. So we started doing music when we were like 14 years old, man, just to try to pass the time. We were young juggalos, so we wanted to hit the stage with our favorite artists. And before too long, I ended up kicking it with ABK, and that became like my what do you want to call it? Like almost like mentor, you know what I mean? Like in a way. It not at first, but later on. You know what I mean? I keep bringing myself around, keep showing up to his shows and shit. He's like, okay, I'll fuck with you. So started out as JJ and 614 Villains, man, around like 2006 was our first show.
Wow, that's crazy.
Fucking right. Fucking forever though.
No, but I remember opening up one time for Project Pat,
okay,
and Little White in Farmington, New Mexico. And I remember being all like, oh my god, like just because it was like very new and very fresh to doing shows and stuff like that.
Right.
That's
a big one too. Project Pat and Lil White, dude. Fuck, I'd be nervous as hell.
The best part about that show is me and my buddy we're like theatrics. We need theatrics. We need
Oh,
to do what we can. So like we had my buddy bring out a little mini bike he would ride on in the background, and then we had little props he would bring out and like confetti. And we only had like 15 minutes to do this shit.
Right.
But and we went out there, we came out, I'm doing my thing, and there's a spot where I super punch what do you call it? A fake tombstone that has Superman's logo on it.
Bro, you still doing this shit? I need to see this.
No, I'm not doing it. But that's what we did. That was a long time ago too. We did this show, fucking confetti, and we're like, yeah, we rocked it. And then at the end, the booker came over. He goes, "Yo, y'all need to clean up that fucking confetti all over the fucking stage."
Fuck yeah, dude. That's just like a promoter too. You pull out this banging ass set. You're throwing confetti. You're doing your thing, and then as soon as you walk off, hey man, you gotta clean that shit up. Fuck you.
Yeah, dude. So we're over there like after the show, like on our hands and knees because the fucker didn't have a vacuum and anything. So
hell. That's some shit.
So I want to talk about new projects of yours.
Okay.
You dropped an EP in February, right?
Yes. Villain of Love.
How did that record come about, and why February? Why did you want to be the villain of love?
All right, so what happened was, I'll be 100% truthful. All those songs didn't make it on the Ugly Duckling. You know what I mean? They're all kind of love songs, if you will, or just about your woman, your wife. So what I did was I think it was four songs that were like love songs. So I'm like, oh man, it's kind of too weak for the Ugly Duckling, because the Ugly Duckling, I wanted to pack a punch. You know what I mean? Plus, you do have a love song, By My Side, one of the greatest love songs. We can agree, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
So I started thinking about it, and Killa had talked to me about wanting to do a February show. So I was like, you know what? Let's just line it up together. We'll do a February show. I'll drop these songs on a little EP, but on the love. Valentine's Day seems to be popping around here in Columbus. The last couple of years, we've done a Valentine's Day show. Pretty fucking good attendance. And the last song on there, though, is called Vibe Music with my homie Jay Bazaar. Have you heard of him?
Yeah.
Phenomenal artist. So that one, we literally came up just so we could do a song for that album together, because we were talking and he was like, hey, man, you got anything going on? I'm like, not really. I got this EP, but it's a love EP. He was like, well, I love the music game, don't you? I'm like, yeah. He's like, let's make a song about it. So that's how that EP came about. Here's my wife, Miss Villain.
What's up?
So a lot of the songs, were written pretty much about her, for her, you know what I mean? And what perfect day to drop it on Valentine's Day, man.
Yeah, and that's why I think what I really liked about it was the fact that not many artists drop Valentine's Day EPs,
right.
Not like it's like ICP dropped Tunnel of Love, like a full-blown love record album and stuff like
right.
that. And the fact that you dropped something like that, I thought that was dope. I was just like, yo, and they're calling it, yeah. So, but I love that record. In Ugly Duckling, I want to know about the story behind Ugly Duckling as well, because this album is on rotation.
I don't think, we haven't had an interview actually about like the whole Ugly Duckling thing with you, I don't think, because last time we did an interview before, didn't we? Or was it a quick one?
No, things kept on popping up with both of us, and like me and you were like just trying to connect, and you're right, different time zone than me and stuff.
Yeah, it was. I think I got it confused with Repcon. So the Ugly Duckling. All right, so I was with Native World for many years. I dropped Stand Up, Be Forgotten, WTF, and then like a couple of like little tour EPs that weren't really. They were just like collections of songs and shit that I put out in the past. I just put together. So when I joined Native World, I was actually on, it was 614 Villains, and it was Stray Dogs. I don't know if many people know about that. Stray Dogs was like a side label that Native World had. We were like the only artists on it, 614 Villains. We dropped one record called The Return. So when we did that deal, Killa had told me, you guys put in work, we'll build your career up, we'll get you some songs, we'll get you on tours, we'll do that shit. So Zigzag, the other member of 614 Villains, he had a kid. He had some things come up, long story short, so he couldn't continue. I kept pushing it. So I came up with Stand Up, Be Forgotten, took it to Killa. We released it on Native World. So that was like my stepping stone from Stray Dogs to Native World. Now I'm official Native World. Did like 2 tours off the bat. Everything's dope. I tried to get Killa on the CD. He was like, your next one, you know, you got to do your first record, then we'll get you on the next one. I was kind of confused about that because I'm like, Stray Dogs was a record. Now Stand Up Be Forgotten. So going on to the second, technically the third record, let's do a track together, WTF. And, you know, at that time, Native World was popping. You had fucking Mad B. You had, I think Bakelo already left at that time. But you had Flagrant. You had, who else am I thinking? Not thinking about YUG. You had just a bunch of people on the label that was, you know, it was working. And all these other motherfuckers got tracks with ABK on their shit. So I'm sitting back kind of like feeling away, but I'm still dedicated. I'm still going to keep working. I mean, you've seen I was pushing Native World like a motherfucker. Gatherings, everything. So take it to now, we're about to start on Ugly Duckling, which would be my fourth record with the company, but third record as Jay Villain. I was like, Kill, I want to get you on the track. Oh, man, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. I'm like, well, that turned into like 4 or 5 months, right? And at this time, I had no name for the record. I was just creating songs, you know what I mean? Just doing songs, trying to see what I felt, what the album would turn out to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, kept getting, you know, played off, and I kind of felt like, man, Killer, what is going on? Like, you know, I'm not to like throw shade on Killer, but I felt like I was getting pushed out. It felt like, you know, because Mad B had left. Fucking Freddie Grimes had left. He was a very important member of the whole clique. So many staples of the Native World had done left, and now it's just me and G. You know what I mean? So I think he was feeling the type of way. I'm not sure. I can't really speak on him, but he just wouldn't fuck with me with my song on the record. So the record became done, and I knew I was going to call it Ugly Duckling, okay? I knew that because the story behind it is I kept feeling like he was treating me like the ugly duckling of the family. It was like, you see that I could shine, but it's like you don't want me to for some reason. I don't get it. When we do these shows together, it's all love, everything's love, but why ain't I on your page, bro? Why ain't you shared any of my records? Like, you know, just shit like that started eating at me. So I'm like, I'm the ugly duckling. So I approached him. I said, Killer, I'm shooting a video for Ain't Talking. I said, dude, I set up a $5,000 budget just for the video. Like between not the camera crew, not the fucking editing, just shit that was going on. We ran a limo, flamethrowers, dancers, created outfits for the dancers. Like we did so much shit. I was like, I want you in the video. Just come, you know, Native World, baby. Let's get in the video, man. And he wouldn't answer me back, man. And it was about a month or two of harassing him about this shit. The day of the video shoot, he texted me and he said, don't wear anything Native World unless you plan on giving a percentage for the company. So I was like, everybody take your Native World shit off. We're not doing it no more. It's over. You know what I mean? And much love to Killer. Never talk shit about him. I still work with him. I booked the fucking Halloween tour with him. I got a couple shows. Still my boy, but that was the end of that. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I don't know what's going on with him. We're not vibing the same way. He's still my bro, but this is not working out. I'm just going to drop this record solely on Jay Villain. Let's see how we do. You know what I mean? So that record was really just, it came as like, okay, you're treating me like the ugly duckling. Now I'm going to be the ugly duckling. You know what I mean? And that's not only with Killer, just in the music game in general. You know what I mean? Like, it just, now we have all the power to come. You know what I mean? Fucking ugly duckling is here. So that's the whole how that motherfucker came about.
Yeah, because this album has Easy Mac, Menace to Sobriety, Mr. Six, Boondocks, Blaze Your Dead Homie, Bennu, Underrated, you know, Jamie Madrox and Jelly Roll. Like, I feel like this record is solid from top to bottom. Like,
I did too, man. I tried to get so many different worlds into it. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted Jamie and Jelly, excuse me, because I feel like them two, obviously Jelly Roll is the Mac Daddy motherfucker right now. You know what I mean? He's got that style that he brings. Country folks love it. Hip hop folks love it. Rock folks love it. He can really get to, you know, a message in the song.
Oh, yeah.
Jamie Madrox, that motherfucker, the multiple man, he can sing and his voice is so fucking beautiful. Dude, we didn't have to edit that motherfucker, but just a little bit. He sounded that good when he sent that shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, Jamie, yeah, he is the multiple man. Like, which record that he was all over? The Boondocks one, the Boondocks first one that he dropped, and he was pretty much on a lot of the tracks, but he was like on the hook singing. He was rapping, he was doing this, and it was just like, damn, dude. Like,
was that South of Hell? I think I know what you're talking. Was that South
yeah,
of Hell?
The Murder.
The Murder. Yes, it was. Yes.
Yeah, because it was the first one off Magic Ninja Entertainment.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he was all over that bitch. And then like folks like don't really know who Easy Mac is. That he's like, he's got a huge fan base. I'm not sure if it's just in Canada alone. That's where he's from, but he's in a different scene. But that motherfucker, bro. I mean, what'd you think of him when you heard that track?
Oh, dude, fake bitch, hell yeah. Yeah, and like I remember like the one thing that like caught my eye was like Jelly Roll. Like you said, like Jelly Roll's on this next level of like, you know, like almost like breaking that glass, you know, about to go past that threshold, because on the radio I was I remember I was at work and someone was playing radio, and here comes Jelly Roll. Yeah. And I'm like, oh shit. And they're like, what? I was like, this is Jelly Roll. I'm like, holy shit, like that's crazy.
I said the same thing to my wife, man. I work as a mechanic in the garage, and we got it on the Blitz. I'm not sure what the radio is there, but like ours is called the Blitz, the rock station. Motherfucker came on with Dead Man Walking. I'm like, no way. I had to fucking do the Google search to make sure it was him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like it's crazy. What people don't even know too, my second album, WTF, I have a track with Jelly Roll called Let's See, right? And that was when he was before, like he just dropped Diary of Addiction, and that was on his like come up. You know what I mean? Like he was still underground as fuck, but he was on that way, just riding that ladder, because Will's Fall Off was like the #1 song at that time. And then I caught him right before that fucking boom explosion happened. I'll probably never get him again, but you know what? It don't matter. We already got it.
Hey, you got him. You could be like, hey, that guy that says, somebody save me. No.
You feel me? We'll do a remix to re-release it in 5 years. But I got him again.
Hey guys, it counts. It counts.
Excuse me, sorry.
Yeah, and then Blaze too, definitely being on this is dope, because I met Blaze at Camp Zool last year.
Yeah,
and it was crazy because I walked up, I was like, "Hey man, KMB the Sexy Ninja," and he goes, "Oh, you the dude, you the dude that does all the reviews," and I was like, "Yeah, that's me." He goes, "Oh shit," and I was just I was like, "You know me?" You know, it was like,
yeah. That's the shit when people know who you are, man. That's what's up. And with a name like that, you can never forget it.
But talking about Blaze, you got a tour coming up, Underground Alliance tour.
Yes.
Blaze Your Dead Homie, King Click, you know, Stack Styles, like it's a pretty solid tour, and you guys are hitting coast to coast, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm bringing my homie DVST along with me too. But yeah, that tour is going to be fucking amazing, dude. I mean, I think it's 22 dates. I think it was, or 21 dates.
I believe,
something like that.
Yeah.
But
so,
yeah, that'd be wild.
What can we expect? Is there like a cool exclusive EP you're gonna be dropping along there, or some crazy merch?
Definitely some merch. I'll have the Ugly Duckling in a couple different styles. As far as the EP, there is a tour EP that I'm not sure. I'm not even know if I'm allowed to speak on it, but fuck it, whatever. I'm not sure if it's M&E or Suburban Noise or combined. They're doing a tour EP, and I have some songs on there.
Oh, all right.
Like exclusively for the tour. I'm not sure if it's for the VIP, if it's just available while you're at the show. I'm not 100%. They just asked me to submit a couple songs. So I did that shit with the quickness, and that's supposed to be, for the tour.
Oh, hey, I would say you heard it here first, but I don't want to get him in trouble. So
yeah, I mean, maybe you might have heard it here first, but hey, you didn't say nothing.
I'm gonna tell my listeners, don't be snitches.
Right. Just line it up so they're super happy or whatever the fuck it is. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's a VIP thing or how's it working, but it's supposed to be happening.
Is there I like to ask artists this: is there that white whale that you're after as for a collab? Like you're still like you're like, one day I want to work with that person. Who is that?
Man, there's okay. So equally, there's two different artists. If I'm allowed to do that, or do you want just one?
Nah, give me both, brother. Let's talk.
So I really, really, really want to fucking do a collab with Mercules.
Okay.
Because I love the fact that he pushes the mental state of mind shit a lot. Because I feel that, with fucking 4 to 6 kids and the crazy lifestyle I live, man, I feel the mental shit a lot. So I really want to do a track with him about that could release a lot of that. And then this one's kind of crazy, but T.I., man, I grew up a fan of T.I. since I was a motherfucking like 10 years old, and he's the one artist besides ICP, of course, the Psychopathic. I can't just say ICP, Psychopathic, and Twisted and all that shit. The underground world. He's the only artist that I fucking loved from day one that I've listened to all the way to now. Like T.I., if you listen to my raps, man, he definitely influenced a lot of my rap style. Obviously, I'm white. I don't do the whole copy that type of shit because some people would say, "Oh, you're trying to be," you know what I mean? Trying to be hood. You're trying to be this and that. I don't do that. It's just the way he lays shit down. It's very educational at the same time of being a hood motherfucker, and it's great. I love it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man. All the way back when he was TIP, like
Yeah. T.I. versus TIP.
Yeah, that's great.
Phenomenal album. Like, listen to that shit, bro. So, I mean, I'm saying, like, motherfuckers, if you don't know that album, you go, oh, T.I., he's whack. Fuck you. You haven't listened to him. He is very, very fucking dope with his flow pattern, like, everything. That's my number one.
Dude, and I'm all about the way words should be laid out in music, especially with hip hop and rap and stuff like that. Like, I heard a crazy one earlier. It's a new track off the new Ouija Mac album, and it's featuring Whitney Payton.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard it, but I've seen promo for that.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out the line. She goes, "You want to see defeat? I'll just take off my socks," or something like that. And then I was like, "Wait, what did she say? Do you want to see defeat? Then I'll take off my socks." And I'm like, "Oh, well, she just wordplay defeat to my feet." Like, I was just like, "That's the shit I just love in hip hop."
Yeah.
When you
Talk
can be
about
like,
the work she's putting in. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I love when artists do that shit. See, T.I., I had to take a couple, what song was it? I can't fucking remember right now off the top of the head. I'll remember later on, too, when we're just fucking cooking dinner or some shit. But I had to go look up what the fuck he was talking about because those references was like, what the fuck? What do you mean? And I love that type of shit. If you got to go look up what an artist is talking about, that's, you know what I mean? Come on. Now, is that not entertainment or what?
Yeah, I'm like, one of my favorite albums of all time is All Eyes on Me, Tupac, and I still try to dissect that album, from top to bottom. It's off Spotify because Snoop Dogg bought Death Row, so he took all the Death Row records off Spotify. So I was like, I gotta go find a physical copy of All Eyes on Me.
Wouldn't that be? I love what Snoop Dogg did, bro.
Yeah.
From where he started, and now he owns that shit. Like, that is so fucking dope. What if one day? I'm just playing. I can't even say it.
Hey, you never know. We make dreams happen here. That's what we do here in the Sexy Ninja Cast. So with live shows back and being in effect, how much do you like the fact that live shows are a thing again?
I fucking love it, bro. Fucking love it. The first we did the first real show we did back from the COVID shit would have been ABK's show 2021 in Detroit. That was like the first big show again, and it was sold out. Like, I don't know how many people could fit in Simon's, but it was a motherfucking pack. They turned away people at the door. It was nuts. That was great. But now that it's fully done, you don't have to wear masks. You got to do all this shit. We did the Valentine's Day show, and like I said, it was packed. It was great. You can't keep us in a house without entertainment. That is just bullshit. You know what I mean? So the fact that now that we can go rage out at shows, oh my god. I mean, how do you feel as a concert goer? How do you feel now that you're allowed back out?
Much better. I remember what was it? The one Twisted put on your rock your couch or yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was cool, but it was like a little weird.
Yeah, the fucking what was that called?
Rock your couch or on your couch or something from your couch. I don't know.
Yeah.
But and they had people submit it, and like it was like I was like, this is cool. I like how they're trying to get some entertainment out there and let artists perform here and there. But there was just some that just kind of like, oh, they submitted a video and the audio is terrible. And
it was. Yeah, see, I loved what M&E was trying to do to keep the scene going while we were in that fucking lockdown stage. But yeah, you're never gonna get that kind of do a concert through a phone. It's just fucking. It's never gonna be it. You know what I mean? But kind of like what the Clowns did too. They did. They started doing a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or some shit shows where they did multiple things. That was cool. as fuck, and then some events you can come to. Did you ever go to any of those?
I never went to any of those, but I definitely was checking out the Patreon stuff because I thought I was like, that's brilliant, but like that price tag was very, very heavy, and I didn't want to pay that. You know what I mean? And like, so I would like wait until it hit YouTube, and then all of a sudden, then when they switched over to Twitch, I was like, oh, thank God. You know what I mean? Like, I think they can get a bigger audience if they apply it with Twitch and stuff like that. So
But yeah, I guess the fact that they're going to keep going too. See, I got to play a couple of those pay-per-views. I did Jay's Backyard in October, the first one. Did you catch that one?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah,
like I've consumed so much of that, like just because it was like it was something of like being locked down and something was given. You're like, I have to watch it. Like, you know,
for sure. That's how motherfucking OnlyFans became millionaires, bro.
It's like what's her name? Toni Storm. You know, she wrestler for WWE, left WWE, put in OnlyFans, and she made like over 50K, 500K or something like that. Like,
damn.
Like,
Bunny was number one on that shit too. Jelly's wife.
Yeah, I was just like, damn, I need to show my nipples on OnlyFans. I better get the OnlyFans started over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So, is there besides the tour coming up, is there any new business ventures that you're excited about?
Yeah, I'm doing a 10-track, I don't know, EPCD, whatever, with Godson.
Oh,
yeah, he's doing. Yeah, me and him has been working. We got about 4 tracks, I believe, done for it. So about 6 more to go. And I think that that's like just the bottom number. We might continue to go to 15, you know, keep going just depending on how we're feeling. But right now the goal is 10 tracks. Like I said, I've got like 4 of them already recorded, already sent to him. He did his thing. I mean, and they're going to be some bangers, man. I feel like this one is, I mean, you know, with every album we try to do better. So trying to come off of Ugly Duckling, you know, we're really putting in some work. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man. Well, you gotta just keep evolving and stuff like that. That's why, you know, like both of us rocking your beanie and my hat. You know, that's why when people give twisted shit about turning into rock, I'm like, you got to evolve. You got to change it up as an artist, man.
See, and that's what, like, man, if we can get into this for a second.
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't understand people who are so mad about the Twisted doing the rock shit. Because I mean, let's talk about Twisted's, one of Twisted's, I guess, like first, not their first release, but what am I trying to say? Like their first major single was what? We Don't Die. Mm-hmm. Right? How does that song start off? A fucking guitar riff. They've always mixed rock. I feel like that's why they kind of went with that name Twisted. It's always been a mix of some shit. It's always been a little heavy. It's always been a little hip hop. Mutant, like, come on. Why are people acting like Twisted doing a rock CD is so fucking crazy when
and they think they've never done it before? And I'm like, have you been through their catalog? Have you like listened to their shit? Like,
how real of a fan are you right now? You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna tell me We Don't Die is not a rock track?
Yeah. And,
I mean, it's not like, wow, you're right, but it's fucking, the mosh pit erupts. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, dude. And like, I just like the fact when artists like dabble outside of their realm in the sense of just because if you do the same thing over and over and over again, eventually it's going to get stale.
Yeah.
You know, that's why a lot of new artists, like in the mainstream, they have that one song and they try to capitalize off that one song and the rest of their shit just sounds the same.
Yeah.
Exactly. The mumbles and whatnot. And then they kind of just die off. Like a Little Nas X. Like, you know, that Cowboy Rodeo song was everywhere and he remixed it like 20 bazillion times. And don't hear about him much, you know.
Right. You ain't heard shit about his ass. That's exactly right, man. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, I always like, and that's kind of, as an artist, it kind of puts you in a position too when you think about it, because like, to be 100% real, M&E is like the biggest label to work with other artists. You know what I mean? They help out with so many opportunities and shit like that. And the fact that, you know, Twisted is taking a different route. I mean, I don't even want to say it like that. I don't even want to put it like that, because they did an album this way. look how many new heads are now turning to them, which then now turns to all of us who, under artists who do get to work with them and do shit like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, it just blows the whole platform up. So why even, you know what I mean? With the split going on, you already are having to convince fans, you know what I mean, as an artist that's not signed to M&E or Psychopathic. You know what I mean? Because if you're on an M&E show, some juggalos don't want to go and support you. You know what I mean?
And that's fucked up. That to me, that's fucked up. Like, it's just like,
You know what I mean?
it was about the music. It was about coming together with the music. And ever since the split, if we want to call it that, it just went off in both directions. And it's just like, you can't do either or now. It's like, you're right, you're wrong. No, I'm right, you're wrong. And it's like, man, come on, man. Let's just keep rocking with the music.
Hey, so fighting that, you know what I mean? Fighting that whole fucking thing right now. I appreciate what Twist is doing because they're trying to take, like I said, the whole platform and just make it a little bit bigger. New fans turning in and listening now because, we kind of fucking need that. You know what I mean? I feel like eventually, like deep down inside, I feel like this whole thing is going to circle back together and we're all going to be family and friends again. I don't know when that's going to happen. I hope sooner than later. But, like, man, motherfuckers just need to get back to the music and stop worrying about he said, she said, whose side, what side. And just fucking live, man. Fucking live. We're not in high school no more. You know what I mean?
Well, I felt that vibe at Camp Zool, like, last year with Ala Zul Ilu and all that. Like it felt like that vibe, that old school vibe that I missed about Juggalos.
Yeah.
With the Zooligans and stuff like that. Like it felt like I was like, oh man, we're here for the music. We're here to rock it out. We're here and just chill.
Right.
No one getting crazy, and that's why you should get on Camp Zool 2 coming up here soon. Because we're trying to work with them on that. But that vibe at that show, at that event, for 2 days, even though being in Ohio in November, freezing, trying to camp was not really.
I was wondering about that. It was cold.
Yeah. So. And I'm not a camper by any means. I don't do that shit at all. But we did it. We survived.
Yeah.
And that shit was crazy. And what's funny is like everybody that went to the camp.
Yeah.
Most of the people bought hotels that had 5 minutes away, and there was like a handful of us in the camping area because people were like, "There ain't no stupid motherfuckers camping out here."
I'm hoping to attend this year's, man.
Yeah. But
if you look at our tour dates, we'll be gone, but we have days off.
Yeah. So you never know.
That's what I'm saying.
This part of the show here, I like to give you the floor. You can do all your plugs. You can let everyone know where we can find Jay Villain, everything like that. The floor is yours. Plug away.
Okay, so I'm on all platforms: Spotify, iTunes, fucking Pandora, Napster. I think that's how you say it. All that shit. You just type in the simple JAY Villain. Got the jvillain.com. I got all kinds of merchandise on there. See, that's the thing. Right now, the website has so much fucking merch on it. I don't actually have that merch here at the house, like to send out. It's through a third-party site, which is, I've had good experience. I obviously tried it out before I fucking released it on the world, and no problems. So jvillain.com, you can find all the merch, all the videos I've done, all my catalog, all that shit. jvillain.com. And if you ain't fucking with that, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, just under Jay Villain. You can find me. There's not too many repping that name, so you'll find me. You'll see my face, you know what I mean? Or you'll see the duck, the famous duck. But yeah, other than that, man, check out my homie. Yeah, other than that, check out my homies like B-Dun, DJ B-Dun. He's my boy, known him for fucking years. Helped me out with so much. You hear him all over these records. I mean, there's not one fucking record that I put out that doesn't have at least 5 or 6 songs with B-Dun on it. Check him out. Man, I'm trying to think who else. Devious T, check him out. He's gonna be on the tour with me. You'll see us rocking, and we hope to see every motherfucker on that stop on the Underground Alliance tour, man. Come fuck with us. We'll have CDs, merchandise, smoke some weed.
Oh,
I don't give a fuck what state says. We'll bring some weed.
You hear that? You can catch Jay Villain on the Underground Alliance tour with Blaze with that homie King Click.
Yes.
You can't go wrong. Yeah, this I know this tour is gonna be great. You guys are gonna rock it out. Every town you go to, so check it out. And we'll have all the links in the description below for Jay Villain. Yeah. So if you're too damn lazy to go type Jay Villain in on the Google search, we'll have the links below so you can go click it that easy and go check out Jay Villain. Go check out the album Ugly Duckling. This album's banging, and you're gonna hear a song off this album called By My Side featuring Jamie Madrox and Jelly Roll. It's gonna give you the feels. It's gonna make your nipples hard. You're gonna
rub your girl's butt when you get home.
Rub the butts. Mm-hmm.
And always remember, check out C Plus Studios with K&B the Sexy Ninja. You know I gotta get more on your schedule, man. I'm so bad because I work overnights, man. I miss all the fucking YouTube channels, shit, and I try to get in there and watch reruns and shit. But I need to get on your schedule, man.
It's all, and the Sexy Ninja Cast drops every Sunday, so we got some. And we have a lineup of guests, and you're definitely one of the high lineups as well. Thank you for being here. All right, guys, like and subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with your grandpa. Share with the bum down at Walmart. I am K&B the Sexy Ninja and
Jay Villain, motherfuckers.
Remember, stay sexy, ninjas. Whoop whoop.
Hell yeah, whoop whoop.
By my side, just like a strap, but not a throwaway. Looking for tomorrow, open today and never go away. A life without you with me, not a life I'm trying to live through. With a million bitches, but still I never forget you. Always by my side, just like a strap, but not a throwaway. Looking for tomorrow, open today and never go away. A life without you with me, not a life I'm trying to live through. With a million bitches, but still I never forget you.
Took a little minute for me to grow up. Now I'm head over heels, so deeply in love. Got my queen on my side, so this king can rise. We facing off the world, we got this, let's ride. All my haters ain't get a slit wrist, on some real shit. Meet me in the streets, just saying we can do this. For you, I'm a better than out. Rocky bringing the pain, serving it up just like a know-how. Spin on my world so quickly you become when I'm on tour. You ain't day to day becomes numb, so passionate. Just one more kiss. Can't wait till the day we make this shit legit. Yeah. Now that's a Kodak moment. Matter of fact, let's talk about that. Just seeing you walk in the house, got my heart about to fucking snap. Baby girl, you're such a dream. Together we treat accomplish anything that we dream. Do it all again, so damn me. I know lately things been looking hella blue. True, so I called up Jamie and Jelly to help me tell you how you're
always by my side, just like a strap, but not a throwaway. Looking for tomorrow, open today and never go away. A life without you with me, not a life I'm trying to live through. With a million bitches, but still I never forget you. Always by my side, just like a strap, but not a throwaway. Looking for tomorrow, open today and never go away. A life without you with me, not a life I'm trying to live through. With a million bitches, but still I never forget you.
She beside me, I'm beside her. She's my roadie, she's my rider. Pick me up when I get tired. And for her, I walk through fire. Gasoline when I need it. She the fan of my flames. She's the only one I trust in such a scandalous game. I can see it in your eyes that we gon' live it forever. She's with whatever. Me and my bitch, fuck bitches together. From the moment that we met, it was crazy from the start. There's plenty fish that's in the sea, but see, my baby is a shark. Yeah, it's different when you're crazy, match my crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. We fucked up, we get faded on a daily. That's my baby. I put that on my mama, you're the only one I'm rocking with. They fuck around and see us on the FBI's most wanted list.
Always by my side, just like a strap, but not a throwaway. Looking for tomorrow, open today and never go away. A life without you with me, not a life I'm trying to live through. With a million bitches, but still I never forget you. Always by my side, just like a strap, but not a throwaway. Looking for tomorrow, open today and never go away. A life without you with me, not a life I'm trying to live through. With a million bitches, but still I never forget you. Weightless after falling.
Welcome to the